Hi everyone, Chef Mooney here, and thanks for stopping by Mooney's Kitchen. Today I'm going to do a nice creamy coconut chicken with some cilantro or some coriander. I'm going to throw in some fresh vegetables and some bell peppers and so on, and just going to keep it nice and simple. I'm going to serve it with some lovely white rice. So let's get cooking on Mooney's Kitchen. And it's going to complement the chicken really nice. As much as you like. So there you have it. It's a potato salad. So just bring this to the boil until they go nice and soft. The sauce is just absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Okay, the ingredients you need for this dish. You can use anything you like. It's really no rule here. I'm just going to throw some things together and see how it comes out. I've got some red and green chilies. I like a little bit of heat in there. A couple of cloves of garlic. I've got some fresh parsley. I've got some snow peas here, or as they call them in the UK, mange tout, which is the French version. We have some coriander or cilantro. We're going to use a little bit of lemongrass. I've got 2 chicken breasts, and I'm going to marinate everything in just a little bit of the old coconut cream there. Okay, with your snow peas, I'm just going to do a little bit of a cut here, like a sort of a zigzag cut, and this is going to give it a little bit of, I don't know, a bit of presentation. So you've got like a little fork type thing there, if I can see that. Just sort of cut. So basically what I've done is just cut that centerpiece away from there. Okay, for the rest of the ingredients, I've just sliced up the onions and I've chopped about a half a green chili and a half a red chili, and I've left the seeds in because I want a bit of heat in there. Now, these little baby bell capsicums here are actually quite nice, and I'm just going to show you. All I'm doing with these is I'm just going to cut them down in half like that, and then just remove the top with the seeds. So they're like that. You know, I think because they're small and they're baby, I haven't seen these before. I'm going to use all of these, and the same with the red and all the other colours that you've got. Just cut them straight down, and all you're doing is you can just, if you can push the seeds out with your fingers and take the top off. Okay, with the chicken, I've just cut it into long or thick strips. You can do anything. You can do dice, whatever you like. I'm going to pour, I've got a tin of coconut milk here, probably not going to use the whole tin, but I want to marinate this chicken now in a little bit of this coconut milk. And I'm going to put some of those chilies in there, just a few chilies. And I've chopped up the coriander stalks as well as the leaf, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the stalk in there, and maybe some of the parsley as well. A little bit of salt and some black pepper. I want to add a little bit of the finely chopped lemongrass, and this is going to give it that beautiful fragrance. I guess I'm using a little bit of Thai influence here. I'm not by any means an expert at this cuisine, and I'm kind of just throwing things together here. So it's not authentic, it's just my version. And the colours are beautiful. Okay, so give this all a good mix, make sure all those flavours combined all the way through, and just let it marinate for about 20 minutes or so. Don't have to do it for too long. And that's pretty much it. Once you've done the chopping and your chicken's ready to go, you just put your rice on to cook, and you're done. So let's start cooking now in the wok. Into my wok I'm going to put a little bit of sesame oil. This is going to add a little bit of nuttiness to the dish. So as much or as little as you like. I just want to sort of seal the chicken off a little bit. I've got some whole coriander seeds, which I'm going to put in. A couple of pinches of those. Just let them crackle. The smell is just beautiful. I've got that nuttiness of the oil. Onions in. And I've got a little bit of chili there too. So, about a teaspoon of coriander seed, optional. Half a red onion. There's a little bit of chili in there. Okay, it's already starting to smell absolutely delicious. In with the garlic. I've roughly chopped it, not being too fussy here. Now it's time to get the chicken in. We're going to just cook this off. This is not by any means a traditional dish. It's not a Thai dish. It's something that I've put together myself. And it's really nice. It's a lovely, lovely meal. So all the chicken in. That's also got the lemongrass as well. Just on a nice gentle heat. Nice and gentle. Until the chicken starts to cook a little. Just let it cook through. I'm going to toss in the cilantro or coriander. On my chopping board I have the rest of the onions and the chili. Now I'm going to throw in my peppers. So let's just recap here. We've got chicken, cilantro, red and green chili, baby bell capsicum, coriander seed, a touch of sesame oil, garlic, lemongrass. Now we add the rest of the coconut, or as much or as little coconut as you like. It really depends on how much you like. At the moment we've gone just over half a can, which is 400 mils. I want to let that gently simmer through. And I've got the rest of the coriander and the parsley I'm going to add as a garnish later. And we're just going to gently simmer this until all those flavours marry together. And now I'm just going to hit it with just a little touch of paprika. Just a little drizzle of paprika. Nothing too much. And all those flavours will marry together. Already looking fabulous. So creamy coconut, lemongrass, crunchiness of the bell peppers. And we just want that chicken to be nice and soft. We don't want to overcook it. And by that stage, you can put a lid on if you want to, but I don't want to sort of rush this too much, and I don't want the peppers to be soft, so I want them a little bit of bite as well. So I'll let that cook until your chicken is cooked. Some salt, a little bit of pepper. Now I'm going to throw in some cashew nuts. I haven't toasted them. You can if you want to. This is going to add a little bit of crunch to the dish. I've got the nuttiness from the sesame oil, but I want something a little bit crunchy, a little bit of a surprise through the dish as well. I'll let that cook through nice and gently. Those bell peppers are still crunchy, and the sauce is just absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It's not too thick. It's going to go really nice with just some plain white rice. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to add some of my mange too, or my snow peas. I'll pop those in. And as I said, when I cut them before, I got that beautiful fork shape in there. It gives it something a little bit nice for the dish. I'm going to put most of these in. And then what I'm going to do with the other ones is I'm going to just blanch them in a little bit of hot water so that they retain their colour. And I'm going to use those for the garnish. So I'm happy for these ones to be cooked, but I want to use the other ones for the garnish just on the top. Well, thanks for watching Mooney's Kitchen once again. I hope you give that recipe a try. It's very simple, very quick to do, and it tastes delicious. Until next time, see ya.